hustling all the way. Does he get a speedy?
To visit him, the mound visit powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you're hurt in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James at 1-800-9-MILLION and visit sweetjames.com. Aaron Hampson, right-handed hitting shortstop, 278 average. Swings, hits a ground ball to short. Rojas has it. He goes to Rosario, one on to first. Scooped up with a backhand by Freddie Freeman and an ending double play. And Kershaw works his way out of the bases loaded, one-out jam. A double play turned by the Dodgers. So no runs, 2 hits, 2 left. And at the end of 2, it's the Dodgers nothing, Marlins nothing.
What a game! What was the highlight for you?
The Dodgers stole a base!
What about that triple play? Or the inside the park grand slam?
They didn't give me a free AMPM hot dog.
Hey Linda, how you doing? You see here, I'm at the bottom of the Cajon Pass right now. We're getting on, staying on the 15 side of the 15 and 215 split into 4, California. Just on the north end of San Bernardino. Gonna be reloading at GT's Living Foods this evening. I don't know if it's gonna be a live load or dropping hook. We do both there, so. Well, it's technically drop hook, but it depends on if my load is ready to go or not. And I'll be listening to the Dodger game on the way down too. What's up, Big Bad John? Yeah, kind of hard to believe I'm actually live streaming again. I figured, you know, I'm a little bit behind on getting my video edits done for the last 2 customers. And I've already done several pickups before at GT's Living Foods anyway, so decided why not? Let's just go ahead and live stream this one. You know, just whatever we end up talking about, whatever. You guys come up with the content that we want to talk about, I guess. Or we talk about whatever we encounter here between here and there. It's about 54 miles to go. Gonna have some traffic delays on the 605 and 710 freeways for sure, maybe more. Yeah, I got the Dodger game on also.
During the month of August, he did have
top of the third inning right now.
He made contact. Boy, did it ever count. And he looks to punt, shortens up, pulls the bat back, and takes a ball low. Ball's in a strike. What is Outman going through here? Well, the fact that this is his first full major league season, and now into September, it's going to get a little tough on first-year major leaguers sometimes. It's inside for a ball 3-1.
Well, extending into more games than you've ever had, and this is relentless. You know, the minor leagues, you play teams a lot in any one series. You can figure them out.
3-1 is high ball 4, and a leadoff walk to Outman, and the Dodgers have their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's not the way in the big leagues. You play 3 here, they go to Washington, D.C. It's relentless. You play 3 and you move on. Occasionally you play 2, occasionally you play 4-game series. It's no more than 6 and 7-game series where you can basically beat up and try and get into the bullpen of the other guys.
So Outman gets his lead at first. The left-hander Luzardo looks over there. Kicks, comes home. And Miguel Rojas, the former Marlin, will take high ball 1. Miguel got a nice tribute video showing a lot of his community work while he was with the Marlins. He got a really nice round of applause from the folks here. Remember his many days. He had 615 games with the Marlins in which he played shortstop. shortstop for the Dodgers, his career tonight. Certainly.
Is that not very steady on your guys' side?
Memories of his time in Miami.
It looks like it's all. Look like it might be okay.
Little infield for Miami, playing for two. Gregory with a bag at third. And the stretch by Luzardo is pitch.
These Mustangs getting off the freeway here, aren't they? Yep, sure are.
Stop at second base. Boy, that was a solid rip up the middle by Miguel Rojas. And the Dodgers now have set up shot first and second and nobody out.
And I'll tell you who can attest to how hard that ball was hit. Second base umpire James Boyd, who was playing a position himself.
Philip, we're going to be reloading at GT's Living Foods in Vernon. We're by LA.
Getting out of the way of that line drive.
We're currently on the 15 southbound in Fontana.
Josh Bell, the
Just
first
passed by the
baseman,
Sierra
way
Avenue
down.
exit.
Expecting the bunt from Austin.
We're taking 15 down to the 210 west.
That's on deck. Also
210 over to
Senator
605
Vernon.
freeway and then south on 605 to 60 west.
He missed the fastball in 96.
60 west to 710 south and then 710 south through the Bandini Boulevard exit.
7 games in a row now, base hit. Last start to the end, also a double.
On one pitch, and Austin hammers one foul down the left field side. Up into the seats.
All right, Linda picking up in Dallas and going to Oklahoma. It's a short one.
Talked to him on Saturday morning in bed.
They go home for the rest of the day tomorrow. Okay.
I said, okay, you got through that little stretch. So how'd you feel? Because everything was going so fast.
I just came from the house after I delivered yesterday at Anaheim Hills. I haven't had a chance to get either the pickup or the delivery video for that last load uploaded yet. I'll be working on that on the pickup video next.
Slow it down. Let the ball come to you. Let the game come to you.
I did put a compilation on my Eclipse channel this earlier today, though, or not long before I left.
One down, and here comes Betts. Well, if the game has slowed down for anybody, it's Mookie Betts.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he has been unbelievable. I mentioned it earlier that I had a conversation with him today about last
I
month.
think I'm going to pay more attention to the billboards than
I've seen
anything
Betts
else.
some pretty good months.
So there aren't any billboards here.
So, but I've not seen you hit home runs in a month like that. So,
Hey,
yeah,
Charles,
that
hey,
was
man.
the best month he's had in his career. A single one. Okay, we'll take a strike here. 1 ball and 1 strike to Betts.
Just the series he had in Boston was silly. I mean, absolutely silly what he did. Really good.
Runners lead first and second, and Luzardo will make an inside move to second base. Back standing is Alvin. So, after the All-Star break, Mookie Betts
Fuck you and your Braves.
raised his batting average 116 points. He swings and pops up another one.
I'm not
This
happy
one
with
fouled
how
down
that
third
series
base
went,
side.
but
Brooker
Braves
staring
are a
up into
good
the
team,
ceiling.
though,
He'll make
so
the catch. And they're a
not
two down.
surprised it was
Mookie's
a tough
0 for 2.
one.
Well, I told Lucas, if you stay that hot for September and October, you'll make a lot of people happy. So
Yeah.
no pressure.
Well, Ben started August 1st. He was hitting 277.
Before the All-Star break, 276. So right in the same neighborhood. After the All-Star break, 392. But 0 for 2 here tonight. Now Freddie Freeman 0 for 1. He struck out looking in the first. Pitcher's looking for some 2-out lightning.
Let me get on the 210 westbound here from I-15 right here in a second.
This game, the two ranked at the 3 most proficient hitters in baseball with runners in scoring position. Freeman is third
Hey,
best.
Bradley.
Pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Freeman this month, this year, is at 381. Mookie Betts surprisingly up 400. He's second best. Who's best? Runners in scoring position. Well, he's playing second base for the Marlins. Arise 424.
Freddie swings. He drives it to the gap in left center field. That's got to get down for a hit. Rounding third is Outman. He will score. And in with a 2-out run scoring single is Freddie Freeman. It's 1-0 Dodgers.
I hear Freeman get more
He's
doubles.
the third highest average in baseball with runners in scoring position.
Freeman's trying to be the first to get 60 doubles in a season in many years.
In other words, closer to the plate. Doesn't have to commit that early.
The Dodgers cash in on the leadoff walk to Outman. RBI
Go around
number
me, dude.
90 on the
I'm
season
not
for
moving
Freddie
over for your
Freeman.
ass. That lane's in there.
Leadoff walks. You start to keep track of
If I move over there and I'm in the lane when that's ending, you guys are assholes and don't let me over. So fuck you.
One foul right side and out of the play.
It's a significant number.
Rojas the runner at third. Freeman is at first. 2 men out. 1-0 Dodgers. When the Dodgers score first, their record is 58-25. Pitch to Will. Ripped foul to the far end of the Marlins dugout and into the camera well.
Luzardo, that's the first run he's given up in over 14 innings.
Alright, westbound 210. We're gonna stay on here until we get to 605 freeway.
Scoreless streak, which is excellent. He's been pitching.
Should be exit 37 if I remember correctly. It'd be a 26-mile trip from here.
2 down, the 0-2 pitch to Will. It's up high. Ball and 2 strikes. Dodgers have won 9 of their last 11 against Miami, including 2 of 3 so far this season. Zardo's 1-2 pitch. And Smith fouls it off to the right, spoiling a fastball. Fastball, pretty good location. It was up and over the outer part of the plate.
Rojas at third, Burger plate ball off the bag. Rojas, his leadoff, but all across home plate was about a third of the way towards the plate itself.
Zardo comes set, glove at his belt. Huge lead at third, and now Luzardo steps off facing Rojas. Berger really didn't get back to the bag, but Rojas able to scramble
Well,
back
that's a
in
good
plenty
move.
of
See
time.
if you can make the guy walk.
Yeah, this phone mount doesn't have the most solid connection right now. It's
Smith
Get the job
lines one
done,
into right
Brian.
center. That's a base hit.
Should be a little
Rojas
bit
will
better.
score. Round second is Freeman.
Yes.
He's on his way to third. Another 2-out run. Will Smith with an RBI, his 67th of the season, and the Dodgers lead it 2-0.
Yeah, good piece of swinging by Smith. And Freeman was on the move.
It's Rosario. Number 1, he flied to right field in the second inning. Freeman at third, Smith at first, 2 down, 2-0 Dodgers. Pitch. Swing, miss, big cut. And a fastball, and it's 1-1.
2 for 3 already. Runners in scoring position. There's that series against Atlanta had only 5 hits. That's well.
Rosario fouls the next pitch back, 1-2. The Dodgers come in with a magic number of 11. Any combination of Dodger wins and Arizona losses, they're in second place right now. The Dodgers more room to work with. Pitches inside as Will Smith walks down to second base. That's a stolen base for Will Smith. His third one of the season. He had a really good jump. The ball was thrown in the dirt. Cortez had no chance at him, so Will...
Well, that was probably defensive indifference anyway, because if they try to throw out the runner trying to steal second, then Freeman will
Scratching the pitch.
run in to score.
And Rosario hits one high in the air to right center field. Jazz Chisholm, the center fielder, over to make the catch to his left. The Dodgers will put 2 on the board on 3 hits. They'll leave 2. No Miami.
Come on, pick up.
After 2.5 innings. In
Dude,
South
pick
Florida,
it up,
Dodgers
dude.
2, Marlins
Fuck.
nothing.
Get your fucking gas pedal.
Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel Jewelers. is a
Big ass
proud
Japper
sponsor
firm. You got
of
no
Around
business
Diamond.
getting on the
Your
freaking
family
freeway
jewelers
that
since
slow.
1948. Mention home run at any other stores to receive a
When you're ready to pop the question, the last thing you want to do is second guess the
Pretty sad, but I gotta blow my air horn to get someone's attention. Hey, dude, I'm coming. And I'm not slowing down, and you better get your ass sped up. It's always a guessing game with this damn on-ramp traffic, what they're gonna actually do. Flatbed header on the on-ramp. Not going to be able to move over though because I got another truck in here to pass me. So I'll just back it off and let them go. Come on in. You lost your flag, dude. Oh, you lost another one. Piece of paper or something.
Pitch into Fortez's for a strike.
Much crap's coming off this flatbedder's trailer. I'm not sure he's going to have much left to deliver by the time he gets to his customer.
Drive-in runs way out in front of a changeup. Swinging strike, and it's 0-2. Well, Clayton, there are your 2 runs. Now, go back to work. Here's the pitch. Tried to come in the back door, but stayed outside. 1-2. Kershaw winds, kicks, the 1-2 delivery is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kershaw 12-4 this year. That includes an IL stint in there. He had some time off before the All-Star break and beyond. Pitch in the dirt now. Full count, 3-2. Through August, he had 9 starts. IL stint was mixed in there. He hasn't taken a negative decision, 6-0 in those 9 starts. And he walks Fortez. Second straight inning, he has started with a leadoff walk, and really not the guy you want to walk with Luis Arraez coming up.
No, and especially when you start off to count 0-2. You wind up getting a free pass.
For any pitcher, really, but especially for a veteran like Kershaw, those are the ones that after the game, regardless of the outcome, he'll analyze and try to figure out how that happened. Arraez is 0-for-1. He flied to right field first time up. Major League's top hitter.
I think I'm done playing with this guy here. He seems content to do 53, 54, nothing more. But I can't tell if he's only doing that because of traffic in front of him or that's because what he wants to do.
Almost off the edge of the chalk line of the batter's box. The pitch.
I'm going to wait on this container truck to get around me first, though.
The ball, 1 strike.
He handles the bat so well, it's actually crazy. At home, he's hit .376. That's the highest average of any hitter in baseball this year at home.
Stretch. Tez leading at first base. Now the pitch. And Arraez belts one towards center field. Outman's got the line drive lined up. Makes a head-high catch. And returns the ball to the infield. That ball was absolutely stung, but right in an area where James Outman could track it down for the first out.
Hey friends, support the Dodgers into the home stretch at MLBshop.com. That's right, you can check out the largest selection of authentic caps, jerseys, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. So gear up with your Dodgers at MLBshop.com.
1 out, 1 on. Pitch. Soler, right-handed hitting designated hitter, pounds it foul, third base side, jumps into the Marlin dugout. Dodgers 2 runs on 3 hits, no runs, 2 hits for the Marlins to this point in the ballgame. Top of the 3rd. Kershaw comes home, and Soler watches a beautiful curveball drop in for a strike, and Soler turns around. It says something to home plate umpire DJ Rayburn, like, you got to be kidding, but that ball caught plenty of the strike zone. And the 0-2 pitch. That's up high with a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Right, they've been saying to DJ Rayburn, is it going to tell the guy not to throw that pitch again?
It was a good one. Really good Kershaw curveballs. 1-2 pitch to Soler. He looks at it outside, and now it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Rosario playing over to second base bag. His heels just off the outfield turf, artificial surface here in Miami. Tez leads at first, hands on his knees, the pitch. And Soler looks at a ball low, 3-2. Soler, good contact hitter. Even though Fortes doesn't run very much. I wonder if the Marlins might start him here to try to stay out of a double play, perhaps. Dodgers go on a scouting mission to figure that out as Kershaw throws the ball over to first base. Gauge the movement of the base runner. Was he leaning? Was he not? 3-ball, 2-strike count, high stretch. Now the payoff is low, ball 4, and that is the third walk issued in Kershaw, second one this inning.
And both in this inning started off the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's Josh Bell. Bell bounced out to Kershaw in the 7th-pitch first inning. Bottom of the third, brought to you by AM/PM, the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Bell hitting .242. 23 doubles, no triples, 19 home runs. Switch hitter batting right-handed. Runners lead first and second.
John, I always wonder the same thing when I see him say that in here.
Kershaw starts Bell out with a ball low. Okay, Hernandez playing off the line and deep at third base. Pitch, and that is in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Josh Bell. 14-game lead in the division over Arizona, 15 games over San Francisco. Next offer is a breaking ball in for a strike. Good curve. Taken by Bell. And it's another 2-strike count that Kershaw's got himself in and trying to get out of.
Nice job, asshole.
2 are on base. Tez the runner at second. Soler is at first with a big lead. Freeman not holding it. Pitch. And that is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez, the right fielder, is on deck. 2-2 pitch, and Bell whacks one foul to the right side and out of play. Being here on the East Coast, a number of games are underway. And the Giants, Diamondbacks are home tonight, so we'll start late as far as we're concerned. They're playing Colorado. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Good slider. And Josh Bell goes out on strikes, and there are 2 away. The Giants are in Chicago. They're just underway with the Cubs at Wrigley. Bottom of the first inning in Atlanta, the Braves lead St. Louis 1-0. Mets on top of Washington in D.C. 4-1 in the top of the second inning. Seattle leading the Reds 2-0 early on. They're in the bottom of the third. Seattle's been a great story here in the second. 2 on, 2 out, the 0-1 pitch. Lead as he won't show it.
Sure, they're getting catch a break with their pitching this season. It's not injuries, it's pitchers getting busted for stuff that they shouldn't be getting busted for. Hola, Marcos.
$50 off your purchase of $500 or more. That's Code Radio at BlueNile.com for $50 off your purchase. BlueNile.com, Code Radio.
The hottest concerts are heading your way. Don't miss your chance to get on the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for summer concerts at Glen Helen Amphitheater.
All right, just a couple more miles from Highway 57.
Dodgers baseball brought to you by Shakey's, home of the original pizza, chicken, and mojos, the triple play of flavor. On game night, feed the group for about $10 a person, only at Shakey's. Pitch low to Kike, and it's now a ball.
Guys aren't going to let me back over. There we go.
All strike count to the Dodger third baseman. His right-handed batter waits. Now the pitch is low. 2-1. Again. Since one home, it's fouled back. You know, both Kershaw and Luzardo look like they're double parked the way that they're pitching. They're pitching with urgency, they're pitching quickly, trying to make something happen. And those few pitches of an at-bat, although Kershaw got a little long in a couple of at-bats in the third inning, but still, they're working quickly in this ballgame. There's a shot toward the hole. Oh, a backhanded play by Garrett Hampson. Throw to first, and Bell can't handle it, and Hernandez will be aboard. Boy, what a play by Garrett Hampson, the shortstop, to go deep into the hole, backhanded, throw across his body, get it to first base, but Bell could not handle the bounce.
It's an amazing effort to get to the baseball. I mean, he was on the outfield portion of this artificial turf. And to release the ball, I mean, his momentum was still taking him towards the foul line, and he throws 180 degrees opposite of that.
Ball one to Chris Taylor low. A base hit for Hernandez. Fourth hit for the Dodgers.
We're in San Dimas now. Westbound 210 freeway. Coming up on 57 here.
Pitches working quickly. I have always felt the guys that have good off-speed pitches, and both of these guys qualify for them, are at their best when the preceding pitch is still fresh in the mind of the hitter.
First, he came back standing safely.
I mean, yes, there's a pitch clock, but if you're taking forever and forever and forever before you throw the changeup, it's not that fresh in the mind of the hitter how fast the fastball was.
Fouled out to the right by Chris, and it's 1-2.
So I just think it works to the advantage of guys that change speeds to work rapidly.
It's kind of like the old pitching coach Ray Miller's philosophy, who preach over and over again: work fast, change speeds, throw strikes. Throw to first base, diving back safely this time was Keegan. All three of those things make a heck of a lot of sense for any pitcher.
And some would go in reverse order, throw strikes first.
Right.
You know, it's like the old line. What's the best pitch you can throw? Strike one.
Right. Best pitch in the book. Chris Taylor hits a high fly ball, foul down the right field side. That's way out of the play. Holds 1-2 to Chris Taylor. Nobody out. Runner at first. Dodgers up 2-0. Top of the fourth. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday afternoon on the West Coast. The evening here on the East Coast, wherever you happen to be. Glove of 410. Strike Luzardo. His strikeouts per notch coming into the game. I mean, way more strikeouts than he's been. Remember the national.
That huge wall with glass coming out left field looking to the east. You get to see the skyline of downtown Miami light up.
First, he gets by.
So Marcos,
One of the great things about this ballpark is
John requested ¿tienes familia name se llama Andrew?
And hit in the air to right field. Sanchez has it lined up. He'll make the catch. 2 down. That's you can tell you're in the city,
Well,
Wayne.
in St. Pete, you don't feel like you're leaving the ballpark. You feel like you're escaping.
Game. Miguel Rojas takes a strike. It's a good way to look at it. I never really thought of it that way. That's true. There's some truth to it. For the 0-1 pitch. A pause now by Luzardo, waiting for the clock to run down. Now he fires one inside. Yeah, when you leave that ballpark, you resemble Steve McQueen on a motorcycle. His
just have to, you don't have to jump over the fence.
Great escape. Swing and a foul back. And the count 1 and 2 to Miguel. So you knew what movie I was talking about,
We are 5 miles away from getting on the 605 freeway. Currently westbound 210.
1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt.
Vamos a oeste en
in between, but Fortes
200
didn't have the ball,
días.
so he goes down to second base. That'll be a stolen base for Kike Hernandez. Hernandez is 4. Dodgers have 2 stolen bases in the game. Smith taking a bag last inning. 2 outs and a 2-2 pitch. Rojas bounces one right back to the mound, left side of it. Luzardo throws, whoa, and it is scooped up by Bell. Bell made it kind of an adventure. Now Luzardo takes his glove and pounds it on the infield turf in disgust. That's a low throw, but he got the out. The Dodgers come up empty. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and no errors for Miami. 3.5 innings in the books. In South Florida, the score, the Dodgers 2, Marlins nothing.
Hey LA fans, it's Max Muncy. Are you looking to strike out an old mattress, unwanted furniture, used tires, or other bulky items? If you can't donate them, call your waste hauler to schedule a bulky item delivery. Carl's Jewelers lays with fire and a big charcoal Vegas burger, melted pepper jack cheese, spicy cinnamon face sauce, and fire roasted chocolate and orange. You get layer after layer after layer.
Milestone moments are special because of the time they hold for you and your loved ones. Style can make them even more special with jewelry gifts that'll show how much you value every second. Honor September 1st with elegant sapphire pieces, or shop classic diamonds for timeless sparkle. At Blue Nile, you'll find expert guidance and a diamond guarantee that ensures you're getting the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com to shop the original online jeweler. That's BlueNile.com.
Hottest concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get out under the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for summer concerts at Glen Helen Amphitheater. Don't miss Jason Aldean Highway Desperado Tour on September 29th. Glen Helen Amphitheater is where summer meets music. So make the most of outdoor concert season and get your tickets before they sell out. See the full schedule and list of artists at livenation.com.
Monday, September. Rich Ramos in the booth with us here in Miami. Berger lifts one deep to left field. Going back on the track is Taylor. It is gone. It is into the bullpen. It bounces back in the field of play. It's a home run for Berger, and the Marlins get on the board. The first pitch of the bottom of the 4th inning. 31st home run of the year for Berger. It is 2-1.
And my theory on the best way to approach Clayton Kershaw is to try and swing early in the count. Again, 0-1 counts this year. 163. Now that is up from what it has been the 2 previous years, but still minuscule.
All right, we're getting on 605 southbound
Berger
here.
hit out.
Just a second.
I don't know if that was just looking fastball and a mistake, or he was looking changeup.
Westbound 210 to southbound 605 coming up.
Cruz will take a strike, and it's 0-2 to him. Coming back, getting ahead of De La Cruz, the right-handed hitting left fielder. Next offer outside, and
attention much. So this Suburban in front of me,
throw to first base, and it's in time.
I came over to this lane at the earlier, as soon as I possibly could. I was signaling before I got a chance to come in. And that guy was still trying to come over like he was going to try to pass me on the right. But look where he's at now. Obviously he went around me and ended up back in front of me by passing on the left. We'll have to move left here. I mean, move right because the
on in a way, but just different in a way to say.
This side though, we merge in from the left instead of the right, so I do tend to move right on this.
There's a ground ball. Freddie Freeman, a diving stab. Chisholm dives head first, and he's safe.
Speed back down.
Kershaw to the bag again.
It looks like a track meet trying to get to first base with Kershaw tonight. And again, his momentum, once he releases the ball, really moves him and points him towards third base. Terrific stop by Freeman, who gave the lead to Kershaw, but a head-first dive in front of the play at first base.
Second infield single. And the Dodgers infield, along with the catcher Austin Barnes, will come in and give Kershaw a bit of a break. He's had to go over there twice to first base and two consecutive batters. The mound visit, powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you're hurt in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James at 1-800-9-MILLION and visit sweetjames.com.
And Chisholm has been saying both times he's hit the ball to first base tonight.
One out and one on, 2-1.
I wonder if that stupid trucker's ever going to come over because he's not allowed to be in that lane.
Hampson get into an inning-ending double play with the bases loaded in the second. Okay, Hernandez, even with the back.
Now he's finally coming over.
Third for Hampson. Middle infield playing for two. And the pitch. Hernandez up high. You see the way that Ahmed Rosario's lined up? That last pitch anyway, I mean, he was...
I just stay all the way right, but we got the 10 freeway coming up, so we're going to have traffic trying to get onto and off of the 10 on the, from between the 10 and 605
sideways to the plate.
That I don't want to deal with. Not to mention I can't remember if they had a lane ending up there also.
Leads at first base, held on by Freeman. Stretch in the 2-1 pitch. There goes Chisholm for second base. Pitch to strike, throw down, not nearly in time. And Chisholm got there yesterday. And the throw got there today.
Well, it was a good jump to begin with. When you watch Austin Barnes mechanically throw the ball, we hear so many times about catchers, coming up over the top. Well, for Barnes, even between half innings, he throws kind of a 3/4 arm. And that was not a good throw, but even a perfect throw is not going to get Chisholm on that one.
Tying run is in scoring position, one man out, and a 2-2 count on the shortstop, Garrett Hampson. Pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Chip swing. He did not go. That'll fill the count, 3-2. Kershaw rolling up the new baseball, looking out at the scoreboard, checking things out. Dodgers lead by a run. 2-run third inning on back-to-back 2-run singles. Freddie Freeman and Will Smith. Jake Berger leading off this half inning with a home run for the Marlins. As Chisholm leading off second base.
Good God, 40-minute drive to get to the 105 freeway? That sucks.
And walking.
It's nowhere near 40 miles.
Last time you saw Kershaw walk 4 batters in a game before the 5th inning. First and second and 1 out. Fortes, the number 9 hitter, is up. Was walked his last time. There's lead first and second, 1 down. Pitch to Fortes, with the ball. Kershaw with a 7-pitch first inning. Now and a ground ball wide of third foul.
Unfortunately, that ball went foul because that would have been a double steal and would have been successful.
Schumacher's team can be aggressive on the base pass. They have only stolen.
We're crossing I-10 right now. Southbound 605 at I-10. Going to be getting onto the 60 west, not even less than 3 miles from here.
Fewer bases in baseball.
And we're 14 miles from the stripper.
Lawrence needs to check on some right tap. Might be a pitch compromise.
Got some expected traffic delays ahead, though, so.
1-2 the count.
Well, board system suggests
Says up there,
giving me an ETA of 523.
Runners lead first and second. The pitch.
Just about half an hour from now.
Kershaw really is not as accurate as he has been. His first inning is very good. He retired the side in order.
Need to move right, but I
Walked the
got
leadoff man in the second. Walked the leadoff
See if I
man in the
can
third. Gave up a home run here in the fourth.
persuade these cars behind me to let me go by. There we go.
Dodgers leading 2-1. Pickoff attempt at second.
As Camry was already in this lane, but they went ahead and moved over to the right lane to be nice and let me over.
5 feet off the bag. Which isn't no back anyway.
Got a little bit of a mess here with this truck getting on and the other on-ramp traffic.
2 balls and 2 strikes, and he wants time. And gets it. Home plate umpire DJ Rayburn. Marlins feeling a bit confident, too, coming off their weekend series against the Nationals, where they swept them. Outscored them in the series 31-15. 2-2 pitch on the way to 4-10. Swung on, ground ball to short. Rojas to Rosario, 1 on to first. That's a double play. The second time Kershaw has needed the twin kill. It has shown up. 6-4-3. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 man left. A home run by Berger. We'll go to the 5th. Dodgers lead it 2-1.
And now a special message from that develops in the LA County Department.
You know, Miguel Rojas, he might not be the offensive threat that Trey Turner was for the Dodgers last year, but he's a way better defender, fielder than Trey was.
Can help you find the gift that says how you feel and says it beautifully with expert guidance.
I actually don't mind that trade-off.
The highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com and experience the convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler since 1999.
All right, 60 freeway coming up, less than a mile.
For any
We're getting on the westbound side.
Concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get over the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for summer concerts at Glen Helen Amphitheater. Don't miss Jason Aldean Highway Desperado Tour on September 29th. Glen Helen Amphitheater is where
Is that Jason Aldean guy always on tour? I don't even listen to that kind of music, but I always see his tour trucks on the road. Seems like for as long as I've been trucking, I've been seeing his tour trucks going back and forth from venue to venue.
Metro now takes you to more destinations with 3 new rail stations between Azusa and Long Beach, East LA and Santa Monica, and all through downtown LA. Go Metro. Luzardo's first pitch to Barnes. He shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes the ball high. 1-0 to Austin Barnes. He struck out swinging. His one and only at bat tonight. Pitch swung on, ground ball slowly hit towards short to his glove side left. Hampson up and sidearms to first. Throw off target down the line, but Bell is there to catch it.
A Dodger actually bunting. That doesn't happen very much.
Mookie Betts. Grouping of players.
160 now. Staying here on the 16th until we get to
Muncy, Freeman, and
710.
Martinez together collectively. They
And head
have
south on
25 or more
710.
home runs, 75 or more RBIs.
Come on,
in the
Carson.
season.
Thank you.
Pitch to
I don't feel like
Mookie is there for a
getting
strike.
squeezed out.
Only 4 times in Dodger history, at least since they've
Feel like
started
getting squeezed like a
tracking the
navel
RBI in
orange.
1920. 0-1 pitch. It's inside, and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Again, there have been 4 groups of players. The last one before this one was 1997. One of them's in the building here tonight.
My board's actually suggesting I get off at Atlantic
There's a hot
Boulevard.
shot down to third. The line drive backhanded by Berger.
So I
For
could
the out.
do.
That ball was smoked down to third. Berger reached across his body. And
Might
pulled
might allow me to avoid some of the traffic problems on the 710 if I do that.
it. 1977.
And this thing actually does see traffic issues.
Dusty Baker and Ron Say,
surprisingly.
players who had more than 25 home runs and 75 RBIs each. Prior to that, you have to go back to the 1955 Brooklyn Club. Snyder, Roy Campanella, Gil Hodges, and Carl Furillo. A timer violation. 2 balls and no strikes. At first, the home plate umpire DJ Rayburn held up an index finger on each hand saying 1-1. And now Skip Schumacher arguing with him saying, hey, what's the problem here? If it was 1-1, then it would have been on Freeman. Now Schumacher coming out and wants to get it clarified with DJ Rayburn. So does Jesus Luzardo, who's in the batter's circle near the third base chalk line. But then he corrected himself and made it an 0-2 count. The umpires are going to get together and talk about it.
You cannot add a strike to the batter for a pitcher's clock violation.
We've got 1-1 up on the scoreboard, but I don't know if they've got the latest message.
This should be a pitch clock violation on the umpires.
It should be 2 balls, no strikes, not 1-1. And that is what it's going to be. DJ Rayburn indicating it to everybody who needs to see it. So a 2-0 count. Now the wind of the pitch. And Freddie waves and misses. 1. Freeman 1 for 2 with an RBI base hit. Batting average at 336. Smiles and straight down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We were talking about batting practice earlier. Never get back.
Got a lot of traffic getting off here at San Gabriel Boulevard. Yeah, looks like it.
Practice. He does the same thing.
Works for me, less for me to deal with up ahead.
Characteristic chase.
And Luzardo sped up his delivery.
He strikes out Freeman. That's the 4th strikeout for Luzardo. Dodgers go in order in the 5th. Halfway through the ball game, it's the Dodgers 2, Marlins 1.
Right now, the California Highway Patrol is hiring 1,000 new officers, and you can be one of them. Earn more than $100,000 a year. Get the details on a secure, successful career with the CHP today. Circle K is joining the evolution with our new EV charging stations across California. Stop by our locations in Paris, Palm Springs, Victorville, Corona, and soon Mission Viejo. To charge your vehicle, use our Circle K Charge app to find the nearest EV charging stations in Paris, Palm Springs, Victorville, Corona, and Mission Viejo. And charge your car with our new EV chargers when you grab a bite or a cup of our fresh ground coffee. Recharge your journey at Circle K.
Hottest concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get out under the stars and see your favorite. Are on sale now for summer concerts at Glen Helen Amphitheater. Don't miss Jason Allen.
Alright, now entering Monterey Park.
On September 29th, Glen Helen Amphitheater is where summer meets music. So make the most of
How
it.
much further? 7 miles away from our shipper now.
Full schedule and list of artists at livenation.com.
Get slid over here. Get around this guy.
Moments are special because of the time they offer for you and your loved ones.
2.7 miles from Atlantic Boulevard. Just past Atlantic is 710. Probably just go ahead and do Atlantic. 710 at this hour is going to look like what we see going the other way right here.
That ensures you're getting the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com
I've delivered to them before. They're in East LA off of 4th Street. Right there by the, just on this side of the skyline that you see straight ahead.
Before Jorge Soler comes up, let's pause 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network. Kershaw fires one in for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Jorge Soler. Soler 0 for 1, flying to left field in the first inning, walked, and was stranded in the third. Takes the ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Our game's going on tonight, top of the 6th. Minnesota and Cleveland tied at 3. Balls and 1 strike to count out of Soler. Milwaukee all over Pittsburgh, 7-0, bottom of the 5th inning. Brewers the lead. Swing and a miss and a ball down.
What are you doing? Building a top golf facility over here or something?
Look at the Brewers, Omo. 2.5 games.
Kinda look like it.
Cubs hanging around. Cincinnati 5.5 back to start action tonight. The Reds trailing at home 2-1 to Seattle in the 5th. Pitch just off the outside corner.
Well, Cincinnati and Chicago. Just right there. I mean, right now, you know, Cincinnati tied with Arizona for that 3rd position, the National League wild card.
We're going to be exiting Atlantic Boulevard here.
And pulled foul on the 3rd base side.
Take Atlantic straight down to Bandini, turn right.
Enjoyable season for Cub fans.
And then go down Bandini at not very long distance at all. And
3 games.
Ship will be on the right side.
Over that 3rd wild card spot.
Looking pretty good right now. Like the postseason. 3-2, and that's outside ball 4, and Soler will walk for the 2nd time. That is 5 walks issued for Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
He has
definitely not his A game tonight.
Been the cause of the majority of the traffic on the base paths. They have scattered 4 hits against him.
All right, this isn't quite so good. Unprotected left turn here, but
Josh Bell,
everybody here is making
hits a drive to center deep.
Everybody's making a left,
and it is gone.
Oh,
a home run for Bell, and the Marlins lead it 3-2. 20th home run of the year for Josh Bell. He was all over it and drilled it to dead center.
Both home runs tonight have been on the first pitch thrown to the batter.
Yeah, this was a 4-seamer, and it didn't even come close to getting to 90 miles an hour. Registered at 88 miles an hour. That's not a good sign when Kershaw is not near his usual velocity of 91 to 92 on the fastball. Sanchez, the right fielder, takes a strike.
Especially with that fastball, with the velocity not there, you throw it in the big part of the plate.
Pitch to Sanchez. He swings, pulls it foul for strike 2. Second home run allowed in as many innings for Kershaw. The Dodgers down a run in the bottom of the 5th. Kershaw looking over the webbing of his glove, now winds and fires, and it's in the dirt.
Hey friends, looking ahead, September 19th, Dodgers back in town, Dia de los Dodgers, presented by Hornitos. And if you purchase a special ticket pack against the Tigers, you'll receive an exclusive jersey. So come on and join us. Ticket and information, Dodgers.com/ticket packs.
Next offer to Sanchez, a little swinging dribbler right toward the mound. Picked up by Kershaw. He throws on to first in time to get him. 1-3 goes the put out. There are 2 away. A little bit of stirring going on in the Dodger bullpen. Looks like somebody's up. And is starting to loosen up. And it looks like left-hander Ryan Yarbrough is just throwing a baseball around a little bit. This is about the pitch count the Dodgers had expected to get out of Kershaw tonight in the low 80s.
Well, he went 79 in 5 innings his last outing.
Jake Berger, who has terrorized the Dodgers this year.
Nice red light running here,
The
dude.
White Sox and the Marlins, he has 5 home runs against the Dodgers. He takes a strike here. Berger at the plate, Brian De La Cruz on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at ondeck.com. Berger ground ball toward the middle to the right of second base. Rosario grabs it, sidearms to first for the 3rd out of the inning. But a costly walk and a 2-run home run by Josh Bell. And after 5 full, heading to the 6th, it's the Marlins 3, Dodgers 2.
Matt Money Smith here, reminding you that every game's broadcast comes from the Galpin Motors broadcast booth, and that makes perfect sense to have Galpin as the exclusive broadcast partner.
Who came up with this stupid idea?
Milestone moments are special because of the time they mark for you and your loved ones. Blue Nile can make them even more special with jewelry gifts that'll show.
Yeah, let's give us a green light that we can't even make any use of because the traffic on the segment in front of us never gets a green light to clear it.
At Blue Nile, you'll find expert guidance and a diamond guarantee that ensures you're getting the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com.
So now it's get clogged up by the off-ramp traffic here.
Carl's Jr. plays with fire in a bid.
Won't leave much for those of us who are already on Atlantic.
Melted pepper jack cheese, spices.
There we go. More people running red lights here. I'm not surprised. Alright, southbound Atlantic at Pomona Boulevard. Just on the south side of the 10 freeway. Or 60 freeway, I mean.
Concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get out under the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for summer concerts at 5 Point Amphitheater. Don't miss Goo Goo Dolls, Kids Bop Kids, Pentatonics, Kalagi Kai, and Dirty Heads. 5 Point
Pet Boys,
where summer
Manny
meets
Moe
music.
and Jack.
Make the most of outdoor concert season.
Where's this guy grilling over here, I'm wondering.
See the full schedule and list of artists.
A lot of time these street side food vendors are like have some of the best food too. We got a guy right here at the corner, southeast corner over here in front of Pet Boys with the barbecue, grilling up a bunch of stuff.
2-run shot. Score around 2-1 to 3-2. And Ryan Yarbrough's been warming up in the Dodger bullpen, and looks like the night's going to be done for Clayton Kershaw. 0-1 pitch, down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So unless the Dodgers can pick up 2 runs at least in this inning, Kershaw will not be eligible for a win. Pitch is popped up, shallow right center. Sanchez coming in, the right fielder. He'll make the catch. And there's 1 out. And Rosario coming to the plate. Dave Roberts did acknowledge before the game that there's still a little something going on with the shoulder.
All right, Beverly Boulevard. And next we got Via Corona.
Physicality. Right now they're not going to push him too hard past 80, 85 pitches. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 to Rosario.
Got a mile and a half to go to get to
and swing and a miss. I mean, that's a bad chase right there. That's way outside the zone and down in the dirt. A slider from a lefty. And Rosario out on strikes.
Just never got to the plate.
The significance of a slider from a lefty, the ball is coming into you if you're a right-handed hitter. And really, if the ball is that far outside, a breaking ball, where did it start? Because we saw where it ended. 2 down, and Kike the batter, he swings and drills one foul down the right field side. It's slicing into the seats for strike 1. That must look like it came from the first baseman. and then just dies out there. Rosario pretty anxious, chased him. He'll take high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I didn't want to squeeze out that car that had to right to that other lane, but didn't realize it was going to be that tight with space in my own lane.
The 87th pitch of the game. Pushing high, and it's a 2-1 count. Dodgers seem to do good work with 2 outs. We'll see if Kike can come up with something here. The 2-1 pitch is inside, ball 3. It's 3-1 to Hernandez. Arise, the second baseman, shading the bag. Way off the line at first is Bell, playing deep and toward the hole.
Sad to think we can get more progress here on Atlantic than we can on the 710 freeway.
Kike in the second inning hit one down
made
there
it do this like just in time. Timer just came down to 0.
Third, and it was a great backhanded stab by Hampson to make the play.
Oh, yeah, look at all these taco trucks right here.
Fourth inning, but Hampson's throw could not be handled by Josh Bell, and Hernandez awarded a base hit. 3-2 pitch.
Right.
Going around, strike 3.
March crosswalk, this guy has the right of way.
He has now set down 9 in a row since giving up the base hit to Hernandez in the 5th inning. Middle of the 6th in Miami. It's the Marlins 3, Dodgers 2.
They're now arriving daily. The rugged Toyota trucks and versatile SUVs you've been waiting for. All with legendary Toyota quality.
Alright, if you're following on the map, we are still southbound on Atlantic, approaching Verona Street. Got a Wiener Schnitzel right up here on the left side. Can't tell what this parking lot is right next to me. The pawn shop right next to me on the left.
Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Not going to be able to clear this intersection. I might actually get a chance here because the light turned green. Not clear of the intersection, but I was kind of expecting traffic ahead to move.
Download the free GoodRx app or visit GoodRx.com/cover today. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicaid and other federal and state funded programs.
Pedestrians yield to traffic. Where'd you see that at? I know I was watching your video, the one I think you posted earlier today or something. So I recall you were, I can't remember if you were in Utah or what. I think you were getting ready to head back over to Washington or something. Oh, Tumwater. Oh, yeah. It's okay. The video I was watching, I know you were talking about going to Tumwater. Okay. Was it over by that pilot over there or somewhere else?
Clayton Kershaw tying his season high with 5 walks in this one tonight. Back in early May against San Diego, he also walked 5. The 21st appearance this season between Kansas City and the Dodgers for Yarborough. 7-5 the record, 3.58 the ERA, 45 strikeouts to 10 walks. Opposition hitting 250.
Nice Elvira mural over here on the left.
Out of this ball game right now.
I don't know what the place is. It's right next to Herrera Auto Sales, though. And then on the other side of Herrera Auto Sales is Tony Schwinn Bike Shop. There's a mural right here on this building. It's I wish I could show you guys, but I can't. The wall is painted black. Monster a Go-Go. That's the name of the place. So if you look it up on Street View, maybe it'll be on there. I don't know. All right. Yeah, we're southbound Atlantic at Olympic Boulevard now. About half a mile, I think, from my next turn, I think.
Left-hander jams Chisholm Jr. 2 infield singles and stolen base. James tonight over the center field. 3/4 arm action for Yarborough. Hernandez, even with the bag, toes almost touching the infield grass, but he's past the cut at third base.
So you're in Boise, they're, wonder if they're having some big thing there for the Smash Mouth singer, Steve Harwell. I'm sure you guys heard that he just died of liver failure, was it yesterday or day before?
Chisholm takes one. 2 balls in, 2 strikes. Yarborough's going to do the balance of the work here tonight. Dodger bats need to wake up, and they might get a chance to do it against another pitcher. A.J. Puck, a left-hander, is warming up. Luzardo may be long in the tooth for the ball game. Bouncer to first base. Freddie steps on the bag, and Chisholm is out, 2 gone. Mental well-being takes a team. If you or anyone you know needs support,
I was wondering if that's the same STI that I saw on the 60 freeway earlier.
At 1-800-854-7777.
Or 605, wherever it was.
854-7771.
A quick note on this Dodger bullpen: since the 20th of June, they have the lowest ERA of any bullpen in baseball.
Strike delivered.
And they've been doing just a wonderful job. 2.35 ERA collectively in that stretch of time.
Garrett Hampson, the shortstop.
God, this traffic sucks trying to get anywhere on here on this street.
0 for 1.
Everybody doing the same thing, trying to get around the 710 problem.
Double play in the second. Last time up, he walked in the fourth. Swings and loops one into left center field. Over there to get it is James Outman. He covers some ground out there. And it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th for Ryan Yarborough. On to the
sounds like a
7th,
pain in the
South
butt there,
Florida.
Scotty.
The Marlins 3, Dodgers 2.
Summer grilling's heating up, so become the best grill master.
Because I'm glad I haven't been there in a long time.
Grill up a delicious carne asada or a filet.
The hottest concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get out under the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for summer concerts at 5 Point Amphitheater. Don't miss.
Oh, that kind of reminds me, 'cause if you're saying it's the roads around, I think it's a Pilot, not Flying J, but I could be wrong. It's been a while. Last time I went to Johnson's Corner in, over in, what's that, Loveland, Colorado? They had that same issue there. All that road work, and then you had to actually take detours just to even get back over to I-25, even though it's right there in front of you. Joe's world famous smog room. We got Allen's Pet Center, LA's exotic pet store.
Rather dominant. 90 pitches and 59 of those for strikes. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts for Luzardo.
Yeah, that car got
Puck's
smashed
49th
up.
appearance. He's 5-5. His earned run average a little bit over 4.
Looks like I got smashed into while I was parked right where it's at, too,
in
almost.
44 2/3 innings pitched. Pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of
What's
the
up,
Los
David?
Angeles Dodgers. Buck the lefty out of the stretch facing Chris Taylor. And Taylor bounces one foul down the third base side, fielded by Dodger third base coach Dino Ebel. Strike one to Taylor.
So Dodgers third base coach Dino Ebel, he's actually from my hometown.
Stands 6-7.
I think he knows my brother-in-law too, because if I read right, Dino graduated in '83 from Barstow High School, and my brother-in-law graduated in '82. My brother-in-law talked about knowing him.
Had the right trajectory.
Dope. I knew that was going to happen.
Way back it goes. It is gone. A home run. Chris Taylor ties it up in the 7th inning. It's 3-3. An absolute no doubter off the bat of Chris Taylor.
And it came on a no ball and 2-strike count. And with that trip around the diamond, stop by any one of the Daniels Jewelers locations and say home run.
Did you guys see that?
Along with a $50 gift card towards
the guy was getting towed by another by a pickup, and the strap came undone. So they separated, and his car came to a stop right here in front of my lane.
5-foot home run. Came off the bat at nearly 108 miles per hour. 14th home run of the season for Chris Taylor. And it's a new ball game. Neither starting pitcher will have anything to do with the decision now. We were looking at each other during the break saying, why is Luzardo coming out of this game?
Are we ever going to get anywhere here?
Pulling the plug on him, and the first batter that the reliever A.J. Puck faces ties the game up.
It may have been a little uplifting to say, hey, look, Luzardo was out of there because we're struggling against it.
Nice, and you guys are adding to the problem by making right on red. It should be a no right on red here right now.
Fastball, the slider, the changeup. The fastball average is right at 96 occasionally.
I can't even move because the traffic way up ahead's not doing anything either.
Soriano is up now in the bullpen for the Marlins. Upman takes strike 3. Got a fastball. 1 out. James is now over 2 on the night.
Next cycle, I'm just going to have to be an asshole and do it.
Just a few days before pitchers.
Because I can see it's inching its way up, but I never get a chance to get into there without clearing the intersection because all the right turn on red traffic.
LA Care Health Plan has been at the heart of your health journey for 25 years. All for Angelinos. LA Care, 25 years strong. LAcare.org. There's a sharp ground ball to third base. Berger makes a chest-high hop off the artificial surface. Throws to first, and Rojas is out, 2 down.
Well, looking ahead, you can celebrate Freddie Freeman's outstanding season Tuesday, September 12th. The Padres are in the Dodger Stadium.
This rate, I think I would have rather gotten on the 710 and dealt with that. This is ridiculous.
Join us. Get the tickets, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Austin Barnes, nobody on that, 2 out. Delivers. Low ball 1. Barnes 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the 3rd and grounded out to short in the 5th. He bets on down.
Yeah, even if I don't have that, because I'm using Streamlabs, but I do have my other cameras all rolling anyway, so I can always make a note of what time stamp it is, where that happened at, and pull it and retrieve it later on. I think 17:22 was what time it was when the guy did that.
Chris Taylor would get quote unquote hot. That's really panned out that way.
And over the course of the last several years, he has come up with some
Door of Hope Ministries.
I mean,
Winchell's Donuts, it looks like.
And clutch plays defensively.
So I still see them around here in the LA area. There used to be a lot more prominent out, even throughout SoCal, but I don't see them so much in the Inland Empire area.
blew up and fell off the bat.
Well, he uses that cup bat on the end. It's like you took a big ice cream scoop right at the end and took it out. A lot of hitters think it well. It takes off a little bit of weight off the end. They can handle the barrel of the bat a little bit more rapidly through the zone, but he was so far out in front of it, it hit the backside of that cupped area and just ripped off the backside of the bat.
And we're just under 2 miles away from our shipper, too.
Foul back to the screen. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Dodgers. 3 runs on 5
I think this guy could use a few more vacuum cleaners and extension cords.
In by the bearded A.J. Puck. His pitch. Swung out, a ground ball slowly hit towards second base. A rise, gloves. Straightens up, throws on to first. The Dodgers come up with a run on the home run by Chris Taylor to tie it up. It is stretch time, middle of the 7th inning in Miami, Florida. With the score, the Dodgers 3, Miami 3.
Hey, it's David Massey, and I.
Well, that homer by Chris Taylor effectively saves Clayton Kershaw from being eligible to lose the game now.
The hottest concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get out under the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for summer concerts at Glen Helen Amphitheater. Don't miss Jason Aldean.
Man, that locomotive is freaking covered in graffiti.
Glen Helen Amphitheater is where summer meets music. So make the most of outdoor concert season and get your tickets before they sell out. See the full schedule and list of artists at livenation.com.
All right, almost there. Got Telegraph Road right here, and then we got the train tracks right on the other side, and then be hitting Bandini before long.
Big on smoky sweet heat, the whole fire roasted charred and iron chili. And big on segments, the big charred chili combo. Get the big, bold, smoky flavor of new Carl's Jr. Big Charred Chili Burger with small fries and drink for just $7.99. Tax not included for limited time. Price and participation may vary.
Jewelry isn't a gift you give just once. It's a way to remind your loved one of a beautiful moment every time they see it. Blue Nile can help you find the gift that says how you feel and says it beautifully with expert guidance and a wide assortment of jewelry.
Yeah, it's a great place to go juggling, right here in the middle of intersection.
The convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online.
That's some more footage there for you there, Scotty.
BlueNile.com to find the perfect jewelry gift.
This guy, he's juggling with 3 bowling pin looking things and a soccer ball, and he's spinning the soccer ball on top of it. I don't know how much the cameras are all picking it up, but he's pretty good.
And watch the best baseball highlights and lookouts on MLB Big Inning. Beyond At Bat is your all-in-one live baseball subscription for $3.99 per month. Subscribe to At Bat within the MLB app today. Major League Baseball.
I don't think I have cash on me otherwise. But yeah, that guy's good. Yeah, no cash.
Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Scarborough again to replace Kershaw last year.
Man, I don't have any cash on me, but that's a pretty good work. Shit. I'm gonna get trapped here in the intersection, but and that car making a turn in the middle of the intersection didn't help the situation either. There we go, lights turned green anyway. Where are you going, dude? Yeah, that was pretty smart. Freaking dumbass. Alright, I'm curving around over to the right. Gonna have Bandini coming up real soon here.
After they play Take Me Out to the Ball game here, they play Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. Lost this week. Meridian, Key West, who has and through his music continues to give joy to so many. Margaritaville, perhaps his most famous hit. Come Monday, another good one, of course. Cheeseburger in Paradise, which was written about Key West.
Shit.
Here's the 2-2.
This bus didn't help me out here.
Up on the infield right side foul.
I was trying to make sure my tandem stayed off that curb over there. I was able to do it, but the bus did not make it easy on me.
Not that far. It's drivable, certainly from where we are sitting.
1 mile away from Bandini.
A lot of long bridges on the way there. Two. A lot of water between land on the drive over. Taking that drive. Yep. See here. Another foul ball back into the seats.
Alright, well, I'm not sure we'll make it through this intersection. The good's timing down to 0 here. No, we actually will. Okay. This is Everington Street. Atlantic at Everington. Like a crash over there on Everington.
Ready to go. Shrugs his shoulders, kicks, fires.
Harbor Street coming up.
Foul ball. Cortez spoiling a high sinker.
You know, it talked about catchers getting hit with backsliders a couple of weeks ago. I talked to former catchers, and they say, look,
Lucky Guys Burgers.
if you can touch the back elbow of the hitter.
This is Jardine Street.
2-2. Change him. Foul back to the screen.
So you really have to strain to go forward. But if you can touch the hitter wherever he's sitting, you're too close. And then there are some guys, I mean, they just really extend their arms in a big looping backswing. It's dangerous.
Another 2-2 pitch from Yarborough. And another foul ball. Well, it's been a battle.
And Fortis has a huge backswing. He lets go of the bat with his top hand, right into batter's nest, the top right hand. Then he swings it all the way around behind him with the left hand. And I mean, it turns.
So we wait on this guy to go by.
And another 2-2 pitch. And he looks at it just now.
There we go.
Ball 3.
I'm wider than all the other traffic over here, so I wanted to be extra sure that he could clear the space safely.
Sat down in the Miami bullpen.
All right, Gilson Street, City of Commerce.
Andrew Nardi, the left-hander, is up.
Washington Boulevard coming up here. I can also use Washington if I want to.
To the Marlins catcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch coming.
So might just do, actually.
Swung on and it's popped up and
So I don't have to keep dealing with Atlanta.
And Yarborough will take it himself in between the mound and the home plate circle.
Yeah, because I know how to get over to GTs from Washington.
Where were you guys?
They're playing back on defense. Well, occasionally, the pitcher's going to use that thing in his hand, called the glove.
He is a run preventer, after all.
Yes. Well, isn't that the description of a pitcher to begin with?
Anybody with a glove? Back to the top of the order, Luis Ariz.
Van Vernon's intermodal facilities right here off of Washington.
Matchup, ball slung outside for ball.
99 cents only. Distribution center is also on Washington.
Lined out to center.
I'm delivered there, among others. Let's see, all right. Wanted to signal right earlier, that way that if any traffic behind me has any thoughts of making right.
Strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike to Luis Ariz. Batting average is all the way down to 350. 356.
When he swings, he normally makes contact. His swing at this rate is below 10.
All right, 710 freeway right ahead. We're going to cross underneath it.
Swings and fouls it off again. Just think about the hand-eye coordination that it
Interesting. My onboard's actually telling me to get on the southbound 710 on-ramp now. I don't want to.
Hitting a baseball.
We're already over here. I'm already set up to make a left turn onto whatever that other street was called, I forget.
But as hard as it is to do, make contact.
Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm on. I think I do need to go around. Because I think I'm mixing up Washington with 26.
Foul straight back. Curveball.
Well, if you throw a curveball, a rise on non-fastballs. 385, you said.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. So Washington's on the other side of the railroad tracks from where 26th and Bandini both are at. So at this point, I might have to take it all the way down to Downey Avenue and then take Downey back over to Bandini and then Bandini across.
Well, I mean, the home run numbers are not going to jump out at you, but I'm talking about line drives. Getting the ball deep.
Another 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do that again because I probably would have already been there a long time ago had I gotten on the 710, even with the traffic delays on there.
Yeah, nice play by Taylor. Also, he kept that to a single. There's a lot of left fielders.
Yeah, see, now I'm on board, so even suggested go all the way down to Downey and then take Downey around to Bandini.
One on and one out for Jorge Soler. For one time, walked twice.
This isn't all bad, though, because if you're not familiar with the area, maybe you're a JCT driver or whoever else, and you're coming to this same shipper, you do have to have an empty skill ticket when you show up. Otherwise, they usually will reject you, not let you check in. And if you need an empty skill ticket, there is a Catskill facility right over here at Washington and Indiana. We're currently westbound in Washington. If you were to turn left,
And they throw over to first base, not in time to get the double play.
yeah, if you make a left onto Indiana, which is coming up pretty soon, there's a small truck stop right there. They do have a Catskill that you can use.
Absolute rocket launch down to third, and Kike was right there. 2 down. Josh Bell hit a 2-run home run on the 5th.
Student driver.
He is standing in from the right side. Switch hitter batting right-handed, takes a strike. 1 for 3 in the ball game, hitting 244 on the season.
So this is Indiana right here. As you see here, there's bobtails coming out. That's one of the intermodal yards right there. And then if you turn left right here instead, the opposite side where the bobtail just came out of, that's where I'm talking about where that truck stop is. It's real small. It's really just a gas and go facility. But they do have a National Catskill. You know, now you mentioned
that more pitchers don't get hit with line drives.
I honestly forget. As many times as I've been here, you'd think I have it down with what exactly I haul out of there, but
Three Marlins, 3.
I'm Ty Burrell, actor and small business owner. I'm going to show you my steps for making perfect radio.
All right, come on, Dodgers. Score some more runs.
Concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get out under the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for
What the hell is that? Someone going fishing for I'm pretty sure you guys couldn't tell, but right there by that overpass, there was a shopping cart sitting there on the right shoulder. And I saw a string or rope or a cord, or I don't know what that thing was, going from there all the way up to where actually to the overpass itself. know if my my regular dash cam will pick that up. I'll check it out though when I get a chance. Just thought it was kind of interesting. I found a pallet jack sales place right here to my left. $1987. What the hell is hazmat 1987? I know it's not diesel, I know it's not gasoline, and I know it's not jet fuel. Because jet fuel is 1863, gasoline is 1260 if I remember correctly, and then or maybe that is diesel, but I thought diesel was some other number. I'm just brain farting on what it was.
Pitch to Mookie, misses again, and it's 2-0. 11,472 on this Tuesday night here in Miami. Tonight's attendance. He takes high, and it's 3-0. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Just had the best month of August of his career. Named the National League Player of the Month yesterday. Month of August.
3-0, okay.
Taking high ball 4.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was not diesel. I want to say it was like 1983 or 1993 or some other number. I'm pretty certain is the number for diesel.
Freeman 1 for 3 with a run batted in. He's bookended strikeouts, one looking, one swinging. And Nardi's pitch is high ball 1, but outside. Go-ahead runs on for the Dodgers here in the 8th inning. Andrew Nardi pitching. 16th round pick in 2000.
All right, next light up here is Bandini. We'll be making a left, and it'll be down the street on the left side. I think we've got like 1 or 2 lights to go through on Bandini, but Bandini isn't so extremely heavily traveled, so it should be easy.
This is a chance to remind you on Wednesday, September 13th, the Padres are
Bandini is predominantly truck traffic over anything else.
Nate Roberts bobblehead by MasterCard. So for tickets and more information, Dodgers.com/.
Okay, so I was right. 1993 is diesel. I thought it was something along that line. See how Crete does with this turner. Look like they did all right. That turn pocket over there on the other side of Downey, it's pretty common for trucks to not do that turn very well and end up putting their tandems up on the curb or maybe even on the railroad tracks themselves.
He delivers the 2-0, and that is in for a strike. Freddie taking all the way after seeing 6 straight balls. 2-1 to Freeman. Freeman waits. That's with the lead at first. And the pitch, it's outside. Pops out of the glove, but not far enough for Mookie to move up, and the count goes to 3-1.
Taylor Cruz not very deep in left field. Playing not that far off the line. Chisholm, he can run it down with the best of them. He's not very deep. The center fielder playing slightly into left center.
Freddie catches a gap either way. He's going to split the outfielders. And he swings and misses. And a
All right, making a left here on a Bandini now.
Yes, that was elevated.
David, to answer your question, Catskill now, what is it, 1350 or so? Yeah, I think 1350 for your first way, and then what is it for reways now, 350 or something like that? I forget the exact amounts, but it's in that ballpark.
Go-ahead run is in scoring position with 1 out.
Nardi, he'll top out at 99 on the fastball.
1072 is oxygen.
Freeman.
David, You and I remember dealing with oxygen a lot, putting liquid oxygen on C-141s, among others.
California, Royal High School in Simi Valley.
Hope you're going to stay there, JB Hunt, because I'm not moving. I can't, because I got a Tesla next to me.
3 times. Smith hits a high fly ball to shallow center. Second baseman arrives, backpedaling out there in the artificial surface and makes the catch for the second out.
Now, I don't know why this thing's trying to tell me I'm picking up on the other side of the street. I don't think that's not correct.
He was originally drafted.
Now, my onboard is trying to tell me that my customer's on the right side over here, but that's wrong.
2017 did his 39th round of college skating. Colin Stryker Rosario. The next year he was drafted by the Nationals.
Okay, after this light here, which is, what's that? Bonnie Ranch Place? Oh, well, Bonnie Beach Place, it looks like. There's this big white building up here on the left, 4415 Bandini. That's where we're going to.
Rosario beats it out for an infield single. And the Dodgers with runners at the corners.
Nice.
And 2 men out.
Rosario just absolutely blasted out of the batter's box. A hustle to get down there and extends the inning.
That could be a big play for the Dodgers in this ballgame if Kike Hernandez can come up with something here. Hernandez 1 for 3 tonight with a
So
stolen
another
base.
JCT pulling into there right now.
The go-ahead run is at third base and Mookie Betts. Nardi, the lefty, sends one home, and it is in there for a called strike. Started off Kike with a slider. They're currently hitting .230. Right side of the infield is wide open. Rise playing right near the bag, and Bell holding the runner at first. The pitch. Kike hammers one down the third base side. Mookie had to duck to get out of the way. It's a foul ball.
Great, now we got a car coming out over here. Which way are they
Going away
going?
from the ball attendant all the way to the wall.
Okay, they're going to be turning right, so we should be okay.
The ball had more speed than the runner. Finally,
Doesn't have a turn signal on, but by the way he's pointing, it looks like he's making a right.
2 to Hernandez. There goes Rosario, swinging a miss, strike 3, and the Dodgers leave 2 out there. Leave the go-ahead run at third base. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers 3, Marlins 3.
When it comes to your business, protect what matters most with Bay Alarm. Bay Alarm offers commercial security.
And normally there's supposed to be someone who comes up to me at this stop sign before I go up to the guard shack. I don't see anybody here though. We'll just pull up to where the other JCT's at then. Yeah, because normally they'll have someone come up to you right there, but... And then you check in with them first, and then you come up to the guard shack afterward. Yep. Get my info here. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of different numbers on there. They usually use those SO numbers. I'm going to write the SO numbers on the back of this thing that you gave me. Not the time to be calling me, people. I'm checking in on my shipper. Alright, so there's a chance we may be dropping our trailer at another lot. We'll be finding out here pretty soon once we get checked in. She gives the paper here, you fill it all out. Just wondering where you're at on part here. Where? At the pilot, near your place. Oh. Alright. Yeah, you know, it's, I know I've had a couple times where I've called you up while you're live streaming, but it's usually it's something directly related to whatever you're actually streaming about, so, yeah. And, you know, we don't normally sit there and BS all day long on the phone either, so it's kind of, I don't know, a different story there, I think. Get my... Get my life vest on. Alright, another JCT's pulling forward right now. Okay. Somebody hit a home run. Damn it. Well, that's a bummer. Look like the other JCT's getting ready to drop his trailer. See another JCT in the dock door right now.
That's their third tonight.
Let's see, this guy good? Yeah, looks like we're good. Got a Hirschbach trailer over here too.
Right off the bat.
I'm gonna get my truck off and all that. Get checked in with her.
Cruz is 18th home run of the year. RBI 70-71. Beautiful left-hander to pull. And Chisholm will take a pitch on the inside half, and that's a strike 0-2. Didn't think that the home run would be a big factor tonight for Miami coming in based on their history, but you never know what you're going to see any night you go to the ballpark. Again, they've been playing well lately, sweeping the Nationals in their most recently completed series. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Jazz Chisholm Jr., and he takes low. Jazz is from the Bahamas. Not a lot of big league players from the Bahamas. 1-2 pitch from Yarborough. Here it is. This one not fouled away. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Yarborough stretching and the 1-2 delivery coming. And a swing and a foul back. In terms of pitching for the Dodgers, there was a lot of conversation today from Dave Roberts to the media regarding Walker Buehler, who pitched in Oklahoma City on Sunday, and all reports were good. He was very good, very dominant actually in his 2 innings of work. Chisholm hits a high fly ball to right field. This one back, and this one is into the upper deck, almost to the top of the upper deck. Jazz Chisholm Jr. with his 15th home run of the year, a towering fly ball. It is 6-3 as Yarborough has surrendered 2 this inning. Back-to-back home runs for the Marlins. I know Chisholm had a little pop in the bat. I didn't think he had that much. Man, did he crush that baseball.
Well, he got the full celebration out of it as well.
Four home runs by the Marlins in the ball game. Dodgers now down 6-3. So the pitcher of record is Andrew Nardi for Miami, and Yarborough on the hook. Nothing and 2 is the count to Garrett Hampson, the number 8 hitter, the shortstop. Hampson 0 for 2 with a walk. 1 out, and the bases are empty. Yarborough's pitch. Little number foul up the right side. A stay foul. 1-2 to Hampson. Now the Dodgers' situation to win the division not as desperate as the situation for the Marlins to try to make the postseason. They started a half game out of that last wild card spot, and they still have to play Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and Atlanta. Their schedule is not very easy over their next 2 weeks. No balls and 2 strikes. Swinging a foul back. Still 1-2. This is certainly not the way the Dodgers wanted to start this road trip. They still have another inning to go here. Chris Taylor, James Outman, and Miguel Rojas, the scheduled hitters in the 9th. Which cannot be caught this time by Barnes. Goes to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comfortably in front in the division. Magic number is 11 coming into this one. They can still shave a game off of that no matter what happens here tonight. The Rockies are playing in Arizona later. If Colorado wins, and they've not won often on the road in Arizona. But if they do happen to win, then the Dodgers would see their magic number shrink to 10 if the outcome here remains the same. Hampson pops one up foul, first base side. Freddie's going to watch it drift into the seats. You start looking at realistic times for the Dodgers to clinch. You start looking at maybe as soon as the San Diego series at home, possibly the Seattle series on the road coming up mid-month. Should be possible times, and maybe against Detroit after that. So Hampson strikes out, and there are 2 men down. And coming to the plate is Nick Fortes, the catcher, before he stands in. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network. The first pitch into Fortes, the right-handed hitting catcher, is a called strike. Fortes has walked, hit into a double play, and popped out to the pitcher, Yarbrough. Clayton Kershaw started this one, went 5, gave up 3 earned runs. Yarbrough has given up the next 3. A ball and 1 strike to Fortes. Never got around to finishing that batting practice discussion. Tried it twice with 2 outs. Doesn't make sense. Here's a swing and a miss.
Something to look forward to till tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have to write it down so I don't forget. Batting practice discussion.
I want to put it on tomorrow's page.
Better idea. Swing and a fly ball foul down the left side. Now to play.
Go forward to the category of the best laid plans.
I might not even look at yesterday's page tomorrow. That makes any sense. No, you always do. The day before. And a 1-2 now from Yarbrough. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase a high fastball. Dodgers down to their last 3 outs. Chris Taylor will lead off when we come back. We head to the top of the 9th inning. It's the Marlins 6, Dodgers 3.
The favorite casino resort destination for LA Times and Inland Empire magazine readers is Morongo. Here's why. The bases are loaded with the best slots and
The hottest concerts are headed your way. Don't miss your chance to get out under the stars and see your favorite artists live. Tickets are on sale now for summer concerts at Glen Helen Amphitheater. Don't miss Jason Aldean Highway Desperado Tour on September 29th. Glen Helen Amphitheater is where summer meets music. So make the most of outdoor concert season and get your tickets before they sell out. See the full schedule and list of artists at livenation.com.
Jewelry isn't a gift you give just once. It's a way to remind your loved one of a beautiful moment every time they see it. Blue Nile can help you find the gift that says how you feel and says it beautifully with expert guidance and a wide assortment of jewelry of the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com and experience the convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler since 1999. That's BlueNile.com to find the perfect jewelry gift for any occasion. BlueNile.com.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on spice, with melted pepper jack cheese and spicy Santa Fe sauce, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole fire roasted charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo. The big, bold, smoky flavor of the new Carl's Jr. Big Char Chili Burger with small fries and drink for just $7.99. Tax not included for limited time. Price and participation may vary.
Yuli Gurriel has come in to play first base. Josh Bell is out. John Birdie will stay in and play shortstop. That'll move Garrett Hampson out to right field. And the new pitcher is Tanner Scott, the left-hander, 4 for 7 in save opportunities. This will be his 63rd appearance. 7-4 with a 2.37 ERA. 6-3 the score. Marlins on top here in game 1. And Chris Taylor, who homered to tie the game at 3 back in the 7th inning, takes a strike and it's 0-1. Back-to-back home runs, De La Cruz and Chisholm in the 8th inning after a hit by pitch. Jake Berger, that did the Dodgers in. Pinwheels the bat around.
Alright guys, we are going to be live loading. Was originally going to be a drop work I think, but I get the impression they might be running a little bit behind. So I'm going to be knocking on the door 14. Should be pretty easy to get in because there's only one row of drop trailers over here, and no tractors to deal with at all. You see that other JCT over there, but I'm going to be docking in before I get to where they're at, so there'll be plenty of room here. I need to get my doors open still, but there's basically a loading thing that they put in their paperwork on the inside of the trailer, and I don't want to minimize the chance of it blowing away or blowing off of there from the little breeze there is. Okay, I'm going to be right here next to this, on the first of these two spots right that I'm next to. Familiar, but I don't know who. I'm not sure I know who she is. Oh, hang on. Let me move the wheel chock a little further away. She was getting ready to leave. Alright. Get that other window up a little bit so everything that's over there don't blow it. She looks really familiar. Whoever she is has 8 years with us. That or her co-driver does. Off a little bit, even after I set my brakes with my service brake pedal pushed in. Alright. Can't remember if they need me to separate from the trailer. I'll have to read through this again. they're saying I need to separate from the trailer, but alright. Signature. Load loss, I have 3 of them in there. Door 14. Okay, so I'm gonna go get checked in over to the office, which is right by where the guard shack is at. Bring the scale ticket just in case. They have a copy of it in the guard shack too. But alright, I guess hang tight here. Alright. checked in. Actually, I went in there to check in. It sounded like she didn't even need me to actually check in right there, because I guess the guard check had already done it and said, yeah, just go ahead and wait and we'll give you a call when we're ready for you, whatever. A little bit of a deviation from what I'm used to doing here, because I've been here numerous times. The girl at the guard shack said that we had like 6 live loads and 1 drop hook that we were going to be that JCT was doing here today, and I guess I was the one that was supposed to be the drop hook, but turned out it didn't end up that way. The JCT was in front of me. Apparently they showed up with a skill ticket, but the skill ticket that they came with showed had a different trailer number than what they actually showed up with. So they got told you're gonna have to go skill it with you're gonna have to get a skill ticket with this trailer on your skill ticket and come back. So I don't know if that's the guy who's checking in right now. Look like truck number 8090. May or may not be the same one. But yeah, they're pretty sticklers about that. Making sure the trailer number matches, as well as the tractor number and the date too. Yeah, if the date is not the same as your shipping date, then they'll reject you for that too. I've had people I know say they've gotten rejected here and have to go rescale, even though, well, because a lot of times what people do is they'll park overnight at the TA or Petro in Ontario, and they'll get a skill ticket when they park, and then they'll come over here the next day to pick up, and yeah, guess what? Your skill ticket's no good because it's from the previous day. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna probably go offline here before long, because don't know how long. I could be here for a while, I don't know. I gotta wait on my reefer unit to cool down. By the way, it's going to I have 3 different places it's going to. I'll let you know here in a second. So the first stop is at the Publix in McLeansville, North Carolina. That's due next Monday. Ow. And then I have some place called Dora's Naturals in Hackensack, New Jersey. That's due next Tuesday. And the final is McLean in Contoocook, New Hampshire. I keep calling it Kunta Kinte because I don't Contoocook. I don't even know if that's the right way to pronounce it. That almost looks like Derek Kelly, but I know it's not him because he just left. Yeah, he just quit. Yeah, he just turned in his truck yesterday or something like that. Alright, what else did I miss here? Thought I felt something just now, like maybe they went into my trailer, but I can't tell on my door light. I can't tell if it's it doesn't flash anything at all, so I don't know. And can't remember. I can't remember if it was flashing green when I first got in it or if it wasn't flashing at all. I just know the next one over was red, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything at all, so I don't know if the door's already open or I have to go out there and check, see if the dock plate's going across yet. Alright. Love when they call when they know you're live. Yeah. I'm waiting for cooler weather before I begin streaming again. My phone overheats too easily. Well, I thought you already had that made there, Scotty, because that, where was it? You were at some place where it was a Pepsi facility across on the other side of the lot from where you were at or something. I don't remember where it was at, but it looked like it was in the same lot as the Pepsi facility, and you had a hoodie on. Yeah, it was the one we were talking about earlier, I think. So I think you had another one yesterday or something that I started to watch too, but then I think I had stuff starting to come up and all that. I don't know if I made it through that one. Alright, this guy's getting ready to put the glad hand lock on, I think. Yeah, so he's putting the glad hand lock on right now. He's verifying my wheel chock is installed where he wants it, I guess. Yeah, dude, I already have it up against the tire pretty good. Yeah, my temp isn't down to where it needs to be yet, but as long as I leave when it's with it down where it needs to be, we're good. Alright. Scotty need fan to cool phone plug-in 12-volt boom done. Yeah, you know, that's one of the problems I always had too. Same exact issue there. In fact, I got to a point where for a while there, when I was still live streaming frequently, if the sun was on this side of my truck while I was driving, I usually made it a point to not to stream at all because it would always overheat. But once the sun got up above where it was not shining directly into my windshield at all, my phone would not overheat, and I could just blow cold air and not have a problem. Yeah, I didn't have any problems at all with it today, surprisingly, even though the sun was on this side. So I don't know, kind of threw me off there. Also, Scotty mirror passenger on hood taken off. Okay, I think I might remember you saying something about that happening. That was not long ago, if I recall. My customer gave me a sheet of instructions, one of which is chalking the trailer wheels is a DOT requirement. Kenneth Cummings, haven't seen you at JBS Tolleson. Actually, I do pick up from there every so often. I was just over there I would say within the last couple of months. I don't remember what exact date it was, but yeah, there's a certain customer that JCT works with, shipper in the Phoenix area, that I refuse to do anything with, and you know, when that happens, I have to, hopefully there's a JBS load available. If not, I wait for a JBS load for the most part. I don't really want to name the name of the customer or why I won't go there that we deal with, who I won't do, but yeah, I'll just say I have my reasons why I won't go to them. And it's unusual because I'm one of those do anything, anywhere, anytime kind of drivers. And like this load here, Hackensack, New Jersey. How many drivers, you know, are going to willingly do a load with that on there? And then not to mention having to go across the George Washington Bridge to get up to New Hampshire, you know, for that final drop. So yeah, it's this is definitely one of those loads that I'm picking up right now that a lot of drivers would refuse just because of where it's going to. But that I'm not afraid of the New York area. If I remember right, Hackensack is not too far out of New York City, correct? Yeah, I want to say it's, I have to look that one up. I don't know. I've never actually, I don't know. I want to say I've been there, that area before, but I just, not really knowledgeable on where exactly in New Jersey Hackensack is. I actually went TDY to McGuire Air Force Base, New Jersey, back in 2000 when I was, when I just started working on C-141 aircraft. And I know I went and I kind of drove around a lot of places during my off-duty time. I know we went over to Atlantic City for fun, so I know where that's at. I know where Trenton's at. You know, a few other places there because of trucking as well. But Hackensack, yeah, I'm just not quite completely certain where it's at. I can't remember if it's over by Trenton or pretty close to the New York City, New York line or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not afraid of that. Let's see. Alright, James. LOL, that guy forklift. I have 283 subs away until 1,000. Getting there. Can't find chalking trailer wheels in the green book. Yeah, and you know what? And a lot of customers, they don't actually have chocks available to chalk your wheels with either. I mean, it makes sense why that it should be chalked, but I'm not sure there's I'm not sure if that's an OSHA thing or FMCSA thing or what. Alright, James, 29 CFR 1910.178 Kilo 1 requires that the brakes of highway trucks shall be set and wheel chocks placed under the rear wheels to prevent the trucks from rolling while they are boarded with powered industrial truck. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, there we go. Good info there, James. Alright, William Torres. Hi, David Thomas. David's not on the stream as far as I know, so that's confusing me. Yeah, David's a good, really good personal friend of mine, so, and I would imagine he would be talking on here if he was actually on here, so. Not sure where William always gets this stuff. Alright, James, you looked up Google. Alright, well, good deal there, man. That was good information there. I appreciate it. Yeah, I actually answered Scotty's question, too. Alright. Might retrieve that footage off my other cameras. David Thomas, I-40 East now. Yeah, he's, okay, so, yeah, David is on his way to, let's see, I was talking to him earlier, and where was he at? In Tennessee? Yeah, he went through Nashville earlier. And he's on his way to Gaffney, South Carolina. That's what it is. So yeah, I think he was going to take I-77 down from there. Or no, not I-77, is it? Is it 77? I can't, it's been so long. When I was with Sear England, we had they have a drop yard in Gaffney right down the street, actually from the same place that from where David's going to, Nestle. So, yeah, once in a while I used to go there when I was with England. I haven't been there ever since, though. Peterbilt was going to film my DOT annual due to broken hood mirror, so I told them to remove it. Broken hood mirror? That's not a DOT requirement. There are plenty of trucks out here that don't even have hood mirrors. Why is that a... You know, they go overboard, because I remember I had that crack on my windshield here on this truck, and the guys at our terminal would not sign off the DOT inspection on my truck until I changed the windshield there. And I told them, no, I'm not replacing the windshield. It's not DOT. It's not DOT out of limits. Said if the top of the crack is below the top of my steering wheel, it's not out of limits. And it was the highest point on it was below the top of my steering wheel. So then I go when I went on home time in July, tried to get the Velocity facility in Hesperia to do it while I was home, and they were also basically saying, yeah, we can't sign it off until the windshield gets replaced. I'm like, come on, man. It's like I even had it right there in the damn FMCSR showing what the standard was. I'm like, it's not out of limit there, but if I can't get anybody to sign it off and this thing expired the very next day, I'm like, well, I'm dead in the water until I get someone to sign it. So I just went ahead and did it. He said if it is on the truck, it has to function. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. I'd like to say, okay, show me where it says that, where you're supposed to be inspecting to the out of service requirement, not to the can DOT write it up thing. At least that's my impression. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. All right, 77 is over by Charlotte, runs up to Virginia and West Virginia. Yeah, there's a section of 77. Remember, it runs with concurrently with 74. What interstate is that down by Asheville, North Carolina, or Ashland, North Carolina, whatever? Asheville, I don't know. I can't. It's been so damn long. I remember though, you could go down south from over there, and then that would run you down to is that I-85 or I forget what interstate Gaffney's off of. I know whatever interstate it is, I know it goes up towards Charlotte, because you can go straight up that interstate from Gaffney and go right into Charlotte. I just can't remember that interstate because I'm never over that way. Or not anymore. No, I'm rarely ever over there. I mean, Matt, does 77 have that tunnel? No hazmat allowed. Let me take a look. Ah, shit. Let me pull it up on my tablet. Get my handy dandy tablet out. Where'd that other JCT go? What, he gets sent away also because of some problem? See two other guys checking in, but can't tell if that second guy is a JCT or something else. No, I think that's somebody else. That was I-26 you were referring to. Okay. I was wondering if it might have been 26. I wasn't sure, but back of my mind, I was kind of wondering if that might have been it. I gotta refresh myself on that geography now, because it's been so long since I've really done much of any regularity through there. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it was 40 out to Asheville, and then 26 down from Asheville to Spartanburg, it looks like. And then, what's that, north on 85? Not very far at all to get from Spartanburg up to Gaffney. Okay. Yeah, so, alright. Thanks for that refresher. For a fun drive, take a 53 into Cherokee, North Carolina. Let's see where Cherokee is. No, it's Chesney. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna look up where Cherokee is. That would be along US 19. Looks like it's right on the southern base of the Smoky Mountains there. Okay. Okay, so I see we're 40. Let me show you. So those of you guys who aren't familiar with where he's talking about. Here, Cherokee National Forest. Comes through the Smoky Mountains right here. And then Doglegs back over to the east, and then runs into Asheville, North Carolina right here. Right here is US 19 and 70. Well, I see 74 also, but 19 come around here to the west, and right there is Cherokee, right here on the southern base of the Smoky Mountains National Park. Okay. You know, I have been on some of the U.S. highways out in that. Oops. Yeah, don't want to be accidentally moderating Matt Mosley. It popped up a thing when I guess I was long tapping on Matt. You know, on your message there, Matt, and it was like wanted to like ban or suspend or whatever. I'm like, yeah, no, not trying to do that. See how that is. Well, because, man, I-40 going through Smoky Mountains there, that's not exactly the most truck-friendly place to be either, but they got a place just on the east side of Cherokee called Santa's Land Fun Park and Zoo. Yeah. I do see some interesting curves in between Cherokee and Soco Falls, or between there and what's that, Maggie Valley, basically, for the most part. See quite a little bit of squiggly there, action there. Probably can't drive the fastest through there. Alright, so I need to figure out where this first drop is at. McLeanville, North Carolina. Publix. McLeansville, North Carolina. This is the one on Burlington Road. Yeah, alright, Burlington Road, that's... Because I think it pops up a different city. Oh, it is McLeansville, okay. Alright, so we'll save that one. Look like it's right off of US 70. Just east of Interstate 840. Over off the east side of Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay. Okay, and then west of Greensboro is Winston-Salem, and then east of Greensboro is Durham. Okay, and then Mebbing. Yeah, Mebbing is, I've been there a number of times, and it's been a long time since I was last there. Yeah, it's not too many, it looks like it's not too many miles, maybe a half-hour drive or so east of where this customer is that I'm going to be going to. Let's pull up this other one. Yeah, I already talked to Anthony Griffo about maybe meeting up with him on that second one, because, let's see, Dora's Natural in Hackensack. Save that one. Just west of I-95. Why is there two sides to 95 here? Right by the oh, okay, the Vince Lombardi service area. I remember that place. So it's right there, literally right across the water, right across the Hackensack River from the Vince Lombardi service area. But it looks like I'll have to take the New Jersey toll pike, or turnpike, whatever, over to State Route 3 over by Lyndhurst and East Rutherford. Yeah, it is pretty close to the past New York City. That's getting way up by Yonkers. So I don't even really have to deal with the George Washington Bridge then to get up to that place, it looks like. If I'm seeing correctly, I don't know. Yeah, because Brooklyn and no, that's never mind. Because that looks like it's that looks like Manhattan right there to the east, isn't it? See Brooklyn and Queens down there, and then yeah, and then I see Manhattan right there, and then I want to say that's the George Washington Bridge right up there at the top of Manhattan, isn't it? Because it turns into the Cross Bronx. Yeah, so I'm right. Okay, so not too far south of where the George Washington Bridge is on the New Jersey side is where that second drop is. I may have to look. I don't think I have an appointment time scheduled for that yet. The first two don't have appointment times yet. I figured I'll probably get more information on that tomorrow or something perhaps. The final drop is the only one that actually has an appointment time set. I think it's on Wednesday at 8 p.m. or something along that line. What airfield is that over there? So Dora's Natural is right just on the east side of some airfield. Probably at Hackensack Airport or some shit, I don't know. Teterboro Airport, okay. Alright, so that'll be a fun time. Depending on what time of day that one delivers. Maybe I'll get, yeah, it's not going to be maybe it'll be yeah, it's probably going to be an earlier daytime or something if I had to guess, because well, I don't know, it might, doesn't necessarily have to be. Yeah, because the final drop is at 2000 in New Hampshire. Let's pull up that one, McLean and Contoocook, New Hampshire. Maybe I can knock out my last state that I've never been to, which is Vermont. Vermont's the only state in the entire U.S. that I've never been to. So maybe I get a chance to knock that out. Let's see, McLean. Why does it say Hopkinton though? That's the right address, 932 Maple Street. My load info calls that Contoocook, but Google Maps calls it Hopkinton. It's like State Route 127. Come on. Right off of Interstate 89. Like US 202 just south of it. Concord. Is it Concord in Massachusetts, or is that New Hampshire? I don't know. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'd have to go up above Boston. I might have to look at if, let's see. No, I'd probably want to take, might have to look look up if US 202 is a good truck route. Because I would consider wanting to go up I-91 from Hartford or New Haven, whatever. I think it's, New Haven where 91 splits from 95. Take that up to Brattleboro, New Hampshire, and then across 202. That would kind of keep me out of New Haven and Hartford and Boston. So even better, I could take, instead of having to deal with New York City, look like I could possibly take 287 and 87 up from Hackensack up to Albany, and then perhaps take 202 across from there. Wait, where's 202? No. Okay, so I'll definitely have to do some research here, because the one I'm really eyeballing here is State Route 7, and it looked like it has some curves that I'm not so sure I'd want to deal with. So that could be a little tricky. I'll have to look up truck routes there unless somebody has some suggestions. Still need Vermont and Rhode Island. I delivered a load to Maine for... okay, so it used to be that New Hampshire and Vermont were the only two states that I had never... Well, actually those two and Rhode Island. It used to be the only three states that I had never been to, and then people would always ask, well, how in the hell did you get to Maine if you'd never been to the other three there that's around Maine? I'm like, well, don't forget I was in the Air Force, and when I would go on deployments to Turkey or Italy, or actually to Italy more so, we would usually fly into bases in Maine on the way out there or back. Like Brunswick Naval Air Station or Bangor, those were common spots for us to stop at on the way out or back. So, I had already been to, I actually flew into Maine before, so that was kind of how that happened. And then, within the last year or so, I got a load from, I think it was from Florida. Florida's natural. Was that where I picked it up at? I can't remember. Might have been Coca-Cola in Auburndale. I don't know. It was somewhere in Florida, though, I picked it up from. And I went up to the Walmart distribution center in Lewiston, Maine. So on that trip, and I was live streaming. You guys remembered me live streaming that night when I went across the GW Bridge and had those drunk guys doing like 25 miles an hour on the Cross Bronx that ended up flipping me off and shit when I got mad at them and passed them up and all that. I went up right through the Boston area on the way up, and through Rhode Island. All of what, like 14 miles or whatever it is of New Hampshire that separates the Massachusetts from Maine on I-95. It's a short distance, whatever it was. It's something like that. It was an interesting time. And then you go up into Maine, and then you see these signs there, basically watch for moose. It's like the only state I can think of in America where they actually have moose crossing signs. Alright, let's see what else. I think that's it. Yeah. Alright. They haven't even started to load me yet, but he does have the load, the thing on there. I don't know. I might, why is my front camera not recording? Great. Are you going to tell me I don't have any data on it now? I'm going to show you how I know that. Okay, that red light there on the side, it's solid. That means it's not recording. If it's flashing, that means it's recording. See, now it's recording. Yeah, memory error. Shit. Great. So I might be the only good front camera footage I have of that that guy juggling in the street, or the towing issue would be if I were to retrieve it off of the live stream footage here. I'm gonna have to check that, because it's gonna make me a not very happy camper now. Alright, Scotty been in New Brunswick for a wedding in 1996. Caught the ferry to PEI, Prince Edward Island, I assume is what you meant there, PEI. And visited the bridge they were working on between the mainland and PEI. Okay, let me see. And I bet you, yeah, because if this has memory error, probably never recorded anything. I'll bet you there's nothing on there. Normally I catch that kind of thing earlier, because that's one of my normal pre-trip checks, is to make sure all my cameras are recording properly, because I've had several experiences with exactly that. Sometimes those SD cards get old and tired after being recorded on and formatted so many. Yeah, I don't format the cards, but let's see, where are we at? Oh. Try to have an SD card in here that I need to, because I need to transfer it over to my other tablet to start doing my video editing. Yeah, that's why I was like, alright, yeah, I just eject it. Now it's just, how's it still in use? Shouldn't be. There we go. Format the disk and drive D before you can use it. Oh boy, I've never had that happen with it. I've used this card plenty of times. Yeah, so something's going on here. Hopefully it didn't get corrupted. Yeah. TFS. Well, that kind of sucks. Windows was unable to complete the format. Alright, let me go back to FAT. Right, so I might have a corrupted SD card now. Let me pull it out and back in, see what happens. I have had that happen before where... Nah, it's not hot at all. Yeah, I might have to replace it, because I've had this happen before where they get corrupted something. Yeah, it's unable to format it. Let me try FAT32 or even XFAT. Unable to format. Can't format it in any method either, so how about... Let me try seeing if my camera will format it. I don't know. Let's one that needs to go on my other tablet. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to trash this card and get a new one. Alright, GPS route I-10 US 10. William typing out, posting whatever this random stuff is that he does again, which I can never figure out. Alright, let me try formatting this through here. I forgot that, yeah, some reason this got changed around to stuff that I don't want to, like the default stuff on it too. G sensor one off. Is that the last one? Yep, alright. Date, time. Yeah, because I noticed while I was in the middle of retrieving data for yesterday's delivery, while I was in the dock door, it switched over from September 4th to September 5th, and some weird time that I think was in, like I said, instead of GMT minus 8, it was GMT plus 8. Alright, so 23, 9, no, it's not the 6th. It's 1900. That stupid beep sound. Language, right? Time zone, yeah. See, it's GMT plus 8 when it's supposed to be GMT minus 8. Actually, minus 7 right now because it's we're in daylight savings time. And then it switches GPS from kilometers per hour, I mean, from miles to kilometers. So that one, FGHIJKL. Oh, okay. 5, 4. 6, 1, 3. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it's still the same memory here, so yeah, I think this SD card's toast. We're just gonna have to toss that one more than likely. God, that kind of pisses me off. I was really wanting to retrieve that data too. That guy juggling in front of the intersection, or the guy getting the tow problem. Now, probably just download this video later on and see if I just extract it from there instead. Hey, Charles. Hey, El Jefe. Sometimes if you microwave it for 12 minutes, you can recover the footage. Yeah, but I think it was not recording the entire time that I was driving and just didn't realize it, so I don't think there's going to be anything to recover, unfortunately. Yeah, GMT plus 8 is for China and Western Australia. Yeah, and then this is a Chinese-made camera, so it makes sense. I had a feeling that's what it was. Nevermind says error/format. They get red hot and will destroy the larger SD slot card. Huh. Alright. Now, see, I even normally color code these because you see here I have one that's red and gray and the other one is brown and gold. So normally the brown and gold ones I use exclusively with my V-Sisto system, which is the side cameras. And then any other color, usually like this one or the one that I'm going to have to toss is green and black. Yeah, that one, or no, this one here is the one that's no good. The one that's in the camera right now is the green and black one. Let me turn it back on. Yeah, we're good there. Now I have some black and red ones too. I actually have a spare black and red that I have never even used yet. But the problem is one of my rear camera ones is the black and red also, and I have them color coded. That way I know exactly whether it's the front or the rear camera that I'm working with. I kind of have a process that I use when I'm transferring the data from the SD card into the tablet. You have to wrap it in foil before you put it in the microwave. I know you're messing with me. Alright, well there's another JCT checking in right now. Another another silver Freightliner too, looks just like mine. They have a radio. They have a CB antenna too. That'll just cause fireworks. That's what I was thinking too. Oh. Well, yeah, that sucks. I can at least. I have all the data that I need for my pickup and delivery video that'll be coming up next on this SD card. All I have to do is just put it on in the other tablet, start doing video editing with it. There's a chick I watch on YouTube who put a ball of foil in her microwave thinking it would turn into a ball bearing. Seriously? Let me get this put in there first. I can't believe people do that kind of shit. And honestly think that, yeah, it'll really do the stuff that it does. What kind of charge I have on here? Apparently isn't turned on. Oh, maybe it is on. Just didn't want to come out of sleep mode, apparently. So one thing I like about that new tablet is I don't need this thing here to swap out SD cards on it. My old tablet here, the one I've had for a good 5 years or so, I have to use that little pinhole key thing, whatever, to put it in the same holder thing that my SIM card is in. Alright. So I'll mess with that later. Hey Bradley, that's why I didn't answer the phone. I'm still on here live streaming and probably gonna get off here in a minute anyway. So I do want to JCT. Looked like he's getting ready to dock in further over to the right. Who's that? 4640, I think. I couldn't tell. Yeah, they're getting ready to dock in over here to my right somewhere, closer to the shipping office. She saw the meme on Facebook and tried it. My God. Some people. Yeah, 4640 Alpha. That's who that is. He's doing a jackknife backing into whatever door he's going into. I can't tell. Got looked like about a 4 foot or so black fire stick antenna on his door, on his mirror. He's leaving or something? Yeah. Huh. Every other JCT driver I see coming in here leaves. Yeah, the only one I saw docked in was the one who was already here and was leaving at the same time I was docking in. It's at least the third JCT driver I've seen show up and get and end up leaving right away. So I'm wondering what's going on there. Alright, well, I say I don't know how long this is going to take. So then I do have video editing I got to get worked on and get started on as well and all that. Might even try to get me a little rest as well, because I'm going to do whatever driving I can tonight while cause, you know, perfect, because I like to drive at night anyway, so. Alright, so I'm going to head out of here. Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too, if they counted their loads, but I wonder if maybe they're just showing up early and their loads aren't ready yet, and they're telling them go wait on the street until it's time to dock in or something. I've had that happen too, where I'll check in and they'll tell me go around the block, park on 26th Street and hang out and wait, and then they'll call me back when it's when they have a dock door ready for me or something. You're just waiting for your lumper fee amount. All right. Well, thanks to all of you guys for hanging out watching too. I don't intend to live stream tonight, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Perhaps tomorrow, I don't know, see what goes on. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, it's all my regular, you know, my non-live stuff though. The next recorded videos that you're gonna see are my Hobby Lobby pickup in Oklahoma City, Hobby Lobby delivery in Anaheim Hills, and I'm not doing, I did not do a recorded video of this pickup. It's just this live stream, so won't have that. And then next recording that'll happen after that, if I make it all the way out there without swapping first, will be the delivery of this this load's first drop in McLeansville, North Carolina. All right. Otherwise, yeah, appreciate you all hanging out. So hopefully we'll see you guys either on the way to McLeansville or actually with the delivery video in McLeansville. All right, y'all have a good night. Thanks for hanging out watching, and we'll see you guys then.